Welcome to Open Lotus Wisdom. I'm Johnny, and today we're going to do a quick reading on career and work. It's a key topic for a lot of people, a lot going on in that realm. So let's take a look and see what the cards have to say. Going to select our focus for career and work. That is setting our intention. We're going to do a 7-card draw. Okay, we have the writer in the past. Past influence is the book. The present is the key. That's kind of interesting. And the present influence is the scythe. Future is the tower. Future influence is the sun. Love seeing the sunshine. And the outcome is a man. Very interesting. Okay, let's pull this together and see how it reads. Okay, I'm going to do something a little different. I'll flip these cards as I interpret them for the particular reading. The back of the cards do have a description, such as the writer meaning news, messages, speed, arrival, perhaps a young man or woman. In this reading, this is describing earlier movement in your career, and that could have happened through news that came to you, those messages. It could have been an opportunity or something that actually just helped whatever felt stalled or stuck to move again. The book represents secrets, knowledge, study, mystery, education. Here, it's reflecting important parts of your situation that remain unknown. It may require more information or perhaps research from you. But any way you look at it, there may be some learning before the full picture with the book. The key in the present, that's your success, your solution. It's yes to destiny, and it's unlocking. It is a key after all. Here you are gaining clarity. It could be a solution or perhaps an important piece of information that's yet to come to you. The present influence, the scythe. Sudden cut, warning, harvest, danger, danger, Will Robinson. Okay, the scythe, that's your central theme. It could be a decisive change, and it's asking you to separate what is actually no longer useful and choose a direction. Get it straight. The tower is the future. Authority, institution, isolation, ambition, and structure. Tower it's kind of pointing back to the past over here, to something that maybe you were kind of established in or rooted in the past. And the tower's encouraging you to consider the history behind your career situation. future influence is the sun. Success, vitality, clarity, joy, achievement. So the sun here is saying, hey, your future direction is positive. It's bringing greater confidence and you could say a stronger likelihood that any present difficulties that you may be having will improve, or they can. The man is here in the place of the outcome. This could be masculine energy. It could be whoever's watching this reading. It could be a partner, a father, a male figure. In this case, you might say it was a man or somebody, a professional figure, and they are likely to come, well, they will become significant in your career situation and how it goes next. Okay. We've looked at the cards individually. If we look at just the past cards, the writer and the book, that's implying that something began moving, but you may not have had all the information you needed to understand where that direction was going. So that the earlier period looks like kind of a mixture of activity and discovery rather than a settled path with your career and work. And when we go to the key and the scythe, which is representing present positions, that's where your clarity arrives and a real need for a firm direction or decision or perhaps a change. And the scythe in the center, that's your turning point of the whole spread. So it suggests that recognizing the answer is really only part of your process right now, but you need to really use some clear judgment with matters also. And then we have the last two cards, three cards for the future, 5, 6, and 7 placement. And your future is building on your actual professional past. And it is actually moving in a brighter direction. Look at the sun. And the man at the end, that's somebody who's going to have a meaningful role on how things develop. Really a optimistic reading here. So the whole spread is saying that this career situation is moving from uncertainty into a much clearer picture for you. And that strongest turning point right here in the center, the scythe, that may be asking you to cut away any kind of outdated approaches or options or, just any kind of assumptions. What assumptions, first 3 letters, don't do that. But we tend to do that. We stick in things that are comfortable today, right? And they may be familiar, but we have to cut away from them. And you have strong support for this improvement that's coming. especially once you understand what the past has taught you. And then you have good information and you make a good choice. And that will move you likely in the positive direction. Just remember, use your judgment and make clear decisions. So I'll leave you with this reflective question. What needs to change for you to move forward confidently? Thanks for joining me here at Open Lotus Wisdom. If you enjoyed the video, please do give a thumbs up. Hell, go ahead and subscribe. Pass it along to someone you think may like the reading. Okay, until next time, always remember to be kind to yourself with gratitude.